Chatting with Cherubs.
Hello and welcome to Chatting with Cherubs. I'm Gearóid Farrelly and I am here with the delightful
Morgan Rees, and I'm here with the very hungover
Josh Jones.
Rees.
Oh, I love
Now,
to see it.
can we give a little peek behind the curtain? Before we started the podcast, Josh said, I've just done something. I need to talk about it immediately. So me and Gearóid have been on the edge of our seats for ages now. Josh, please take it away.
Right. So yesterday was my brother's moving to Paris on Saturday. So yesterday was his bon voyage party. Also, embarrassing. This isn't the embarrassing story. This is just a little mini thing that I've just remembered. I got invited to the group and I couldn't really read what the WhatsApp group was called. So I went, what does au revoir mean? And it was au revoir. Well, like, what's au revoir? Anyway, that's not that. I wish that was my embarrassing story. It's not.
No, but you got you two-pronged there, Josh. It's French and dyslexic.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, can we also just say that it's not yet 10 o'clock and according to Josh's story, he's already made phone calls about what happened. Which, I mean, when I heard that, I was like, this is nipple-tweakingly good.
Yeah.
So, basically, I was doing like a bar crawl yesterday for his goodbye thing, and I got there at about 3, and I've been doing a load of phone calls in the day, quite like businessy work stuff, and I phoned my agent quite a bit in the day, right? And I phoned him just before I started drinking, and I would say, and basically I was like, I'm not working for the rest of the day. My brother's thing, I was like, I'm just going to have a couple of drinks. On the taxi home at about 11 o'clock, I phoned James, right, in the taxi, my partner James, phoned James, and I'm like, I go, hey, baby. And a straight man goes, Josh, it was my agent. So, at 11 o'clock at night, I phoned what I thought was my boyfriend going, hey, baby. And I just heard Andy go, Josh. And I was like, oh no.
Oh.
Put the phone down.
Yeah, I'm leaving the agency. I'm off. I quit comedy. I quit comedy.
I was like,
And I would, if me being able to hear, if someone else heard the way I speak to my partner, it is
awful.
so gross.
Yeah, but especially when you know they're working, you've been on a bar crawl, so you're in the doghouse anyway, and you're like, ee, bee, bee. And then they're like, and then just your agent be like, ugh.
And this is your agent that has a new baby. You're right.
Yeah, he has a 7-week-old baby. So him and his wife have been up doing nappies, and then his only gay client phones him going, hey baby.
At 11 o'clock at night. Is your wife in? I know you've had probably about 30 seconds of sleep because you've got to.
What you doing?
And I phoned him this morning and he went, hey baby. I was like, no.
Oh my God.
It's mortifying.
That is so... Yeah, that's embarrassing. Oh, it's so good though.
I woke up like,
And none of it was the alcohol. It was all the shame, wasn't it?
Just that 30 seconds. Hey, baby. Josh.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I was mortified. I was like, fuck it. I've been with this agent since 2019 officially, but he kind of started looking after me in 2018. It's a long time to be with an agent.
Yeah, especially to like have not made a pass on them if that's how you feel.
Yeah.
It just takes a night of drinking, a day of phone calls. Do you know,
Okay,
I'm going to call him.
Yeah.
Your wife just had a baby. I guess things aren't back to normal in the bedroom yet, and I was just wondering if.
But I was just like gonna phone James to be like, I'm in a new role. Yeah. So I've been with my agent for like, I'm trying to do maths, but like 8 years, nearly something like that. very good. I've got some exciting stuff booked in the future. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to cancel everything. And I need to leave. Goodbye.
Yeah. Josh is becoming an Uber Eats driver. That's why Josh is learning to drive, because he can't be in comedy anymore because he hits on the people. He doesn't hit on people.
And it's so embarrassing, them hearing you talk.
Your couple talk. Yeah. Have you ever been caught out by that, Gearóid? I've got a story about someone else.
No, I haven't. I tend to be very I tend to be not very like on the phone about couple talk. Do you know what I mean? I tend to be like, what? Yeah, okay, on my way. Bye.
Sounds very loving and great.
I can't wait till I'm 18 years with a partner.
Yeah, exactly. But like, no, it's just I tend to not do the coupley talk thing. I mean, at home I do. Oh, at home I'm an absolute peach. But not
really?
on the phone.
But has that ever been observed unknowingly? Has anyone ever had a sneak peek of that?
Well, I don't think so, because I've seen you with your partner quite a lot, and then one time I saw you kiss, and then I was like,
yeah, I had the same reaction to that.
I was like, oh, I thought you were cousins. What's going on? You're not roommates? What?
Yeah, it's like watching your teachers hold hands. It's like, I didn't know they had that relationship.
Because I've seen you and your partner in a social situation where your full family was there as well, and I think you and your partner act like a president and his wife, where you kind of work the room. Do you know what I mean? Like,
we're like the Clintons, basically.
Yeah. Part and oversee the proceedings, and then you relay the information back to each other in the boudoir.
Yeah.
Which is probably a bunk bed.
And I imagine you do that sort of role playing as well. When you have a dinner party, you go to your partner, like, I'll go and speak to Bosnia, you go quell Switzerland. And then
exactly. Yeah. Let's we're going to have a nice dinner party. We're also going to bring down the price of oil. Yeah. That's the way we work.
Your partner's like, go take Josh's phone off him. I think he's phoning his agent.
Exactly.
Josh has had a wine. He's going to
he's taking his top off and he's going to ring his agent.
I should be on Gladiators. FaceTiming him. Look at this. I should be on Gladiators.
I would die if I did that to my agent. I would absolutely die. Even when I sometimes, every so often, I give I don't give out about stuff ever really, but every so often I just there'd be something that happens. I'm like, no, this is so unfair. This is awful. And then I sent an email like that when I was in Australia. It wasn't about them, but I was just giving out about somebody else to them. And whenever that happens, I'm like, what have I done?
Yeah. You're both lucky though. Your agents are both women. And I feel like it's a bit less embarrassing. It's just ringing, you've met my agent. He's nice, but he's like a proper straight bloke.
Oh, dad. Yeah, he's dad, 2 kids, straight bloke.
Yeah.
Cycling on the weekend.
Yeah.
Little tippy-tappy toes on the bike.
Yeah. So then it's just it'll be imprinted in my head forever. Him going, Josh? Really confused.
He probably thinks that you're trying to groom him. He probably thinks the next one will be like, I'm so embarrassed, Andy. I feel like you should embarrass yourself. Maybe if you send me a photograph with your top off.
Shut up.
Oh.
Hey, I'm going to be in the offices late tonight.
Who do you think would be a bigger headache for their agent out the 3 of us?
You.
I think Gearóid.
Excuse me, I will have you know, me and my agent get on absolutely brilliantly.
So do me and mine. I call him baby.
Yeah, but he's now having a very hushed meeting in the offices off the curb today.
Yeah, I've been put. I'm on a WhatsApp group now.
Yeah, it's what do we do about this?
Comedy does need a HR department.
Yeah, right now somebody's writing a policy in off the curb about this situation.
I think we should have working office for work phones, and that's it. Let's go back to landlines.
Exactly.
I have a really good agent now and a good relationship with my agent now. But my old agent had this nickname for me, which was "Who's this?"
Yeah. Which one?
I remember one time ringing my agent, and I was, or he rang me, and I was in a library. I was writing, and he said, he's like, "Hi, Gearóid." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, just give me 1 second. It's just, I have to be a bit quiet. And I went and I walked outside the library. And I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Are you at work?" And I was like, "No, because I'm a comedian. Like, I don't have a job."
We work together. This is work.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he proceeded to say, "I just found this number on my phone. I'm just just wondering who it is."
Well, when we talk about agents, have I told this story on here? But when my first ever agent got me into an industry party, and I was like, "Oh wow, I finally got into this big industry party. Great. He got me in." And turns out I was his +1 because he was the DJ.
Oh my God. Who? Oh my God.
No, we can't. We can't be quiet. But
that's so funny.
And just another one on top of when someone lets their coupley talk slip. I'll bleep this out because I edit this. What was it? 11:48. I was on tour we've been with each other for months at this point, and we were walking through the streets in Norwich, and we walked past this bakery, and he just went, "Ooh, cakey for the road." And if you know him, he's so not like that. I was like, "Cakey,
Cakey for the road."
Cakey for the road. And you could see him just like shake it off, like, "Oh God, I miss her."
I don't, because I don't know how I normally speak to my agent, but I think just not like the way I'd speak to you two. But I'm not a very over affectionate person with everyone else.
No, I would say you're downright hostile.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
But it's weird to do it with a smile on my face.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah, you're like the gay Bray.
Burning a fire.
But so yeah, it's so embarrassing. I'm only listening to 25% of the things that you're saying because I'm so mortified by what I did yesterday. And I normally listen to 50%.
Well, it could have been worse. Like you could have rang James crying about like billing.
About what?
About billing. You could have rang James and been like, "I should be top. And it's like, "Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
that was the agent."
Yeah.
Oh right.
Oh, but as in on the bill, not as in like the bill money wise.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what I thought.
Oh
you
well,
meant.
yeah.
I was
You
so
know, a joke
confused.
is great when you have to have two people explain it.
Well, it's like me and my preview yesterday where the fire alarm went off.
Oh
Did it?
no! Why does that happen?
Yeah,
Morgan
I think
pulls it.
someone must have. Yeah,
These jokes aren't working.
someone vape now. This is going really shit.
I hate it when that happens. It's the one thing I know it's there. I just feel, and I know this is the wrong thing to say, but I just feel that during comedy gigs they should turn off the fire alarm.
I don't want them to do that.
I do.
I'd rather it go off maybe 15 times in your whole career than burn alive.
Well, no, I'd rather burn alive.
What's the pros and cons
We've
of
got
that?
so much more life to live though than you.
But it would be easier for us to get out than the audience. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I don't mean to sound bad, but like
I don't think it would. Some venues you're pinned up against the wall. You're at the back of the
Wow,
room.
only if you're not being paid though.
Yeah. But like what venue? Right? No, maybe we shouldn't. I was going to say, what venue do you not want to be in a fire in?
Let's avoid that because God forbid we don't know what the news stories are going to be like the day this comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
Some venues. First of all, before I say this, please go support live comedy. But some venues are fire hazards. They like.
Oh my!
They,
Oh no, completely.
They really are. A lot of them are in basements.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they are. I actually did a gig where the fire alarm went off in Leeds. It was when the tour show. Oh, you were there, Morgan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it went off all the time. There was a literal fire there hours before.
Yeah, and it still went ahead, but they were actually very concerned because they couldn't find the microphone before the gig. I look forward to playing there again.
Was that the book club?
Yeah. that show was the one where I went, oh, there's Gearóid. Because
he was punching someone in the corner
so much.
I did.
It's
I
the
laid
madness
into
of the room.
everybody. That's the one show that I wish I'd recorded because it was really, really fun. But I know I did lay into absolutely everybody. Everybody got it
as well. You were masterful at it. I should say. I mean, like, you had a damn right reason to as well, and fully justified. But
do you remember the guy with the cowboy hat?
That it was
the guy with
mad.
the cowboy hat
was
just kept walking in and walking behind the stage and just kept tipping his hat to me. I was like, what is going on in this venue? Like, this is insane.
But
and the fire alarm.
20 years of experience of gigging and 48 of being an absolute cunt, and that makes a good stand-up, I think.
You're such a...
Sorry, 49.
Thank you. It's 48. Thank you.
It's funny because you've been 48 for quite a while now. I don't know. You think you're kidding.
Now that we're on the subject, the evergreen subject of my age,
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a corporate yesterday, and at the corporate, a woman came up to me beforehand, and she was a lovely woman, and she said, "You used to babysit me when I was a kid."
And she was like in her 60s and
stuff.
She was about 25.
And this is my retirement due.
And I'm going to be honest, I didn't remember babysitting for her at all, but I know I did a bit of babysitting, but I was a bit concerned when she said that because I was a really shit babysitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really did. Like, I used to, I'd let the kids run absolute riot, and then I would just put them in bed at about 10 o'clock when they were exhausted. I was always like, when they're tired.
I think that's every babysitter, though. This was back in the 90s when people had virtual strangers look after their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
just a stranger walking by with a dog going, "Can you take my kid? I'm going for a curry."
Yeah, that's the way it used to work, yeah. And you used to be able to hit them back then. It was, they were so well behaved. Like, fear was actually a discipline tool. But the one thing I remember about babysitting, and I thought about this afterwards on the way home, was, the way people used to be like, oh, you can have some chocolate from the fridge, or you can have, I used to take that literally, I would make a bolognese.
Yeah.
You didn't.
I would cook tomorrow's dinner. Do you know what I mean? I would just be I'd have my Discman on and I'd be like, yeah. I would just lean in, because I do remember babysitting once. I was only ever asked to babysit for them once, and I remember them coming home and being like, what? What?
Get out of that bed.
Yeah, I think I'd made a lasagna or something. I was just or a tuna bake or something.
Why have you got
roast dinner with...
I used to move in. Yeah, I did.
For the three, were you ever babysat, Josh? But like stranger, not a family member.
I never. Yeah, but they wasn't strangers. So there was. Did I tell you about Sandra?
No.
She's this old woman who lived near my mum, and she looked after us sometimes. But I remember once me and my brother were fighting in the living room, and Sandra was walking past our house, and she knocked on the window like that, and went, no, stop it, and my brother put his finger up at her. And my brother has a complete beef with her because, so once when he was about 10 or whatever, this car stopped him and asked him for directions. And he was just told him gave the direction, but it was only about 9 or 10. Sandra saw that happen, and she basically told me mum that he was just about to get in the car and like, oh my God, he was about to get kidnapped and I stopped everything. And my brother was like, that's not what happened. I literally gave him directions and I didn't even know she was there. But then our son got grounded for ages. And yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, Sam tried to get in the car with this nonce or whatever," and then he got
tried to get in.
Yeah,
He's like,
well,
and the nonce was like, "Stop getting in my car! You want this?"
Sandra made it out like he was like fucking there, like with butter all over him with an apple in his mouth, like, come on. And he got grounded for about a month because my mum thought he was trying to shag nonces. So he has an absolute beef with Sandra. But anyway, sometimes we used to go to hers, but my brother fucking hated her. And I remember when I was about 14, she caught me smoking and she went, "Oh, I'm going to tell you, Mum." And I blew out the smoke and I went, "She already fucking knows." She didn't. But it stopped me getting in trouble because she didn't tell her.
Oh, wow, good
my
on you. What a little shit you were.
Yeah, I was like, she already fucking knows.
We were little pricks as kids because I remember we had this babysitter called Valerie. And I remember one time
these are all babysitter names. Can I just say, Sandra and Valerie are the quintessential babysitter names. They couldn't be anything else other than babysitters or dinner ladies.
We were real pricks, like, and there was a lot of us, like, so we were real assholes to Valerie, and in the end, she left the house crying to get her mother. And then her mother came down, and her mother was a stern lady, and we were even pricks to her mother, and we were so horrible that her mother ended up saying, "If you will just be good for this night, I'll buy you sweets tomorrow," right? So we were like, okay, that's fair. So we were good for the rest of the evening, and then the next day, I called in and was like, "Just here to get me sweets." And she was like, oh, I haven't been to the shop yet. And then I went home, and then on the way back, I told my parents, I was like, I have to call in to Margaret, and they were like, "Oh, why? What?" And then I called in and got sweets, and they were like, "What is this about?" And I was like, "Well, she said that, like, if we were good, she'd buy us sweets, and she didn't have the sweets when I called in this morning." And my mother was like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
I can just imagine little Gearóid going, "I'll wait."
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll walk you.
I used to be like that. I remember at the shop around the corner, they ran out of these ice creams, and they were like, "We'll have them in this morning." And I was like, "All right." And I just stood out again. And I waited for about an hour until they came back from the wholesalers.
Can I just say one more Sandra story that I've just remembered?
Yeah.
Gearóid, you've met my Auntie Paula, haven't you?
Yeah.
So just imagine she's like just proper northern auntie, like really mank sort of stuff. And my Auntie Paula's quite like rough. Like, I don't mean rough as in she's rough. I mean like heavy-handed. So like if you say something funny, she'll give you like a little dig on the arm. Do you know one of those?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And anyway, she
Violent
broke.
is the word.
She broke Sandra's fob because they were dancing. They were. I don't know where they were, but apparently they were dancing. And my Auntie Paula had her hand so hard that she broke her fob. Oh, poor Sandra. I hadn't seen her in ages. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where she is.
I imagine explaining that cast to a person. "Oh, what happened? Did you fall over?" No, I shook someone's hand.
Yeah, I had a dance with Paula.
I danced with Paula. That sounds like another term for being in a fight. Oh, someone's been dancing with Paula.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Hello, slags. This is a serious message from your leader, Queen of the Whores, Josh Jones. I need your help. We need to grow this podcast because I don't want to work a proper job. Well, comedy's not a proper job, but I don't want to leave my house as much. So you can help me by doing that, by liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Give us a 5-star review. Also, we've got a Patreon. So every episode, every Tuesday, you get a bonus episode with your Patreon. So be a subscriber, get a bonus episode. And if you see us on social media, share it, like it. Just help us out, because we really need your help, because we're just 3 lonely little boys trying to make it in this world.
This is take 3, by the way.
This is take 3. I shouldn't be allowed to do these. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Oh, God. So, well, have you been, Morgan?
Yeah, I've been all good. Nothing really massive to report. Oh, other than I tried a look. As you might have seen on my social media, is I've tried to do a double hoop on my nose, so a nose ring on each nostril.
I remember
seeing
that, yeah.
And I remember that enthusiasm my last time. And
well, I didn't interact because I was told if you don't have anything nice to say, you keep moving. Yeah. And I didn't think it'd be confronted with me right now.
Especially not when he's in such a state of chassis after his shaming.
Yeah. You're a very handsome man, Morgan, and I would just say you don't need a nose ring on each side.
Well, it's out because I've got a massive keloid on my nose.
What's a keloid?
It's like it's like a minor infection sort of thing. So I've got a big bump on the end of my nose. So I tried to give it a go. It didn't work. So I've now gone down to the 1 ring.
Do you want 2 rings?
Well, I've seen it on other people and I really like the look. I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll just give it a go. And I think I did like it, but I forgot that I don't have a symmetrical nose. I've got a broken nose. So when you start... Essentially, when you start accessorizing your nose, it really highlights the symmetry or asymmetry in my case.
Well, here's what I think. I think that you are somebody who is very classically handsome. So I think that sometimes I think that that sort of look is for people who aren't as handsome, because they're like, I think it's basically like ugly people use it to look quirky, so people don't notice how bang average they are.
Also,
what a take. You will not believe how...
You're beautiful. You're a very handsome
We're all
man.
beautiful and everyone's beautiful, but...
No, Morgan, no.
I do think sometimes when I look at some people I've been attracted to, and I'm like, are they really fit? Or do they just have loads of tattoos and I'm distracted? Like, some people I think are full of tattoos as a distraction. And I'm like, oh, they wasn't super good looking, but now they've coloured themselves in. I want to have a ride. Weird, isn't it, really?
And they have tattoos of all the things you like pies.
Yeah. Just Bette Midler and money on his arm.
Can I tell you this story I heard about Lorraine Kelly?
Go on.
So Lorraine Kelly, this was years and years ago. She got in trouble because she was expensing everything. She took this to the court. It's been in the news. This isn't gossip. But do you know this sort of? She was expensing everything, and obviously the accountants were like, "You can't do this," you know. But she was apparently like, "No, I need this because I'm Lorraine Kelly, and Lorraine Kelly I'm not Lorraine Kelly."
Oh, I remember this.
So,
but
she took
Lorraine Kelly, isn't she?
Yeah, but she was saying like that it was like a persona that she adopts and that she needs to buy special things for that.
I thought all of my clothes, including my underwear, went on stuff like that. So the first year I started paying tax, I spent fucking all my money on clothes, and then I had the shock of my life. I also didn't know how tax worked, so I didn't realize that on expenses we just don't pay the tax on the stuff. I thought everything I bought for expenses for the business, which is me, that I thought I got the money back in my account at the end of the year. I thought that's what I I thought that's what a tax rebate was. So I thought every time I bought my trainers, I was like, well, I'll get the money for my trainers back. Turns out I can't expense trainers and I don't get it back.
You can't. Why can you not expense trainers?
Well,
Because
you've
don't.
got
They have to be
wear them on
sold and
stage.
exclusively for the job.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah. You see, I do that.
The accountant I've got now isn't keen on me using clothes, so I don't really expense my clothes that much.
I have two different. Like I have complete stage clothes,
Yeah.
completely separate.
Well, yeah, this is my stage wardrobe, but I wear them in real life as well.
It would be so for the
Also known as your
listeners.
wardrobe.
Josh is,
But it's separate from stuff that I wouldn't wear on stage. But some of them I have wore. So,
I'd never wear most of my stage clothes in real life. I would die.
would you? Why?
Well, because I wear bright suits and stuff, and I was like, oh, no.
Oh yeah,
So I wear jumpsuits and I wear tassels and leather stuff and.
I don't wear that different from what I wear in normal life. Did I tell you about when I first started? And so I was 20, I'm 33, I was 22, it was 11 years ago. And I was like, I don't know why, I had a load of like Looney Tunes shirts and stuff and like loads of cartoons on my shirts. And
I think you've told this story, Josh. Sorry to nip in. Is this the one where people thought you were a character act?
Yeah, he had a very experienced comic being like, don't wear that Looney Tunes shirt because people think you're a character because of your voice. So, what was your Lorraine Kelly thing? Sorry, we cut you off.
No, it was just that that she managed and she got away with it. Well, that shows my thinkings of it. But she took it to court and they agreed that Lorraine Kelly is an act. So Lorraine Kelly, so they allow her to expense it all. And so I was just wondering what we should do for ours. Like, what's our stage persona going to be that we can then start expensing everything?
Well, in my last show, I had those teeny terrapin things, and I had to bring them everywhere. And every time, because of the little cover that I used on them, it's shaped. It was a metal thing. That was like a cloche is what they're called. But like, it's like a thing you put in a tray for a waiter to lift up. But someone in the airport told me it looked like a bomb. So I always always get checked. Like they would always pull the bag in and then they would open it and they would see that and they would see like a Tupperware thing with 10 Kinder in my hand luggage. So like, I genuinely think people thought I was absolutely insane when I was going through airports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because it's a very odd.
Oh no, we've got a terrorist. Oh, actually, it's someone worse.
Yeah,
it's an adult with children's toys.
I don't.
Oh no!
I don't have
Destroy it.
any tech or any props in me stand up because I don't like the idea of it's a thing that could go wrong or you have to think about. So I'm like, just jokes because I don't. If you've got props and stuff, then you have to just write some fucking jokes, Gearóid. But I mean, if you've got props or a lighting cue or something, it's one thing that can go wrong that's out of your control a lot of the time. And I think that's why I never have any sort of stuff. Even, do you remember in my show where I had a sound cue? I played it from my phone into the microphone because I didn't trust any technician to get it right.
What was the sound cue?
It's about when I did an interview on the BBC and I said I'd never had a carrot, but I had.
I tell this story because I can't remember this.
It was, so I was on this BBC thing, a radio thing, and I said, what was I trying to say? I was trying to say for the night before I had caviar for the first time, but because I was a bit like flustered, I said I had carrot for the first time. And then they was like, you've never had a carrot? And because I was on the BBC, I thought, oh, God, I have to carry on lying. So I just carried on pretending that I'd never had a carrot. And I didn't really know what they were. And then they were all looking at me like, what the fuck is this going on? But I meant caviar. I'd never have caviar. But yeah, I said I'd never had a carrot. On the BBC. So I used to play the interview into my phone.
I remember that. That was so funny.
And when you were walking out of the studio, like, what was... Like, did you tell them that you'd made it up?
No. I just full on, just try to move on, just power through. You've never had a carrot. That's your life now.
Yeah, Josh, new carrot. That's what they'll
So
call
yeah.
him.
So
never
then
having
the root,
had a carrot is one thing, but never not knowing about carrots.
Yeah.
That's very different.
and the stand-up routine was about when my mates put a carrots in a bouquet. And I kept getting bullied for it. And then I ended up having about a 7-minute routine just on carrots. But it stemmed from me on a radio station saying I've never had a carrot. BBC.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah.
So I heard something during the week, right? And this is my dream. Like, this is my absolute dream. You know Dua Lipa?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Samsung have apparently used...
Is that a dance?
What?
What? How do you do a dance? She's got like a dance where it's like that in it.
Oh.
I don't know. Dua's,
The software that we use has cropped most of our screen out, so I can't see what you're doing. It just did look like you were having a tug. If I'm honest,
Yeah, it just looked like your torso, you having a tug. Basically, what you sent to Andy.
she's known for like a weird, awkward dance, is she not? Like a dance move.
If not, I did. No,
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
And that was the straightest I've ever seen you, Josh. There, I
Yeah.
think Gearóid started talking about Dua Lipa, and you started wanking off.
Dua Lipa, the one with the fit dad.
Yes, she does have a fit dad. She
has
does.
a very fit dad. That's
She
what I
does.
know her for. And she's got,
That's why you were having a tug. Okay, that makes sense now.
she's one of those people where I've never really took the time to listen to her myself. But when some of her songs have come out, I'm like, ooh.
Oh, she has
Yeah.
bangers. I
It's quite
do
Yeah,
love
she
groovy,
got
this,
Dua
real
isn't
Lipa.
it?
bangers.
You're like, ooh. If I
Training
were like
Season is
10
one of my
years
favourites.
younger, I think I'd love her.
Yeah. I really like. I've seen her live, and she's great.
Is she?
Really?
Yeah.
I'd love to see her live.
Was her dad there?
No, I'll take you to see her dad. I don't know how we'll make that happen, but
Yeah.
I'll take you to see her dad.
He's got tattoos of Bette Midler and money on his arms. You'd love him, Josh.
He's got a fountain of gravy that goes all the way down to his asshole. So you would just follow that river.
Catch the flow, Joshy. So apparently what happened to her is, right, Samsung on their boxes for their TV have been using like a photograph of the TV with her on the TV.
No.
And they thought they had like the license to do that, but they don't.
Oh.
Oh, isn't it just absolutely perfect? Because Dua Lipa has kicked off and she's now getting 15 million euro. She's suing for 15 million euro. Imagine.
Oh, that one graphic designer.
Oh, it's
That
all
one,
I
and
want.
the easiest payday in the world.
I know.
Is it
If anyone-
£15 million she's...
No, she's getting 11 million pounds, but it translates to 15 million euro.
Oh.
Isn't that incredible? Like
Oh.
that. My dream is for my photograph to be used on the front of the paper, like incorrectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this is him. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, no problem. And oh my God, the payday will be
Well,
delicious.
you'd have a payday. You'd have a tour off the back of it. You could make.
Yeah, you'd easily get 15 minutes out of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what that show would be called now.
Did she buy a Samsung? Tell
Like,
her.
is that how she found out?
Is that how she found
She
out?
thought it was a reflection for ages.
Did
Yeah.
she?
She probably arrived. She was like, "Oh, that's a really good trick. They use your photograph on it so when they send it to you." Thank you so much for listening to Chatting with Cherubs. If you are enjoying the show, please do sign up to our Patreon, and in return for that, you will get a bonus episode every single Tuesday. We usually do a pub quiz episode, and they're super fun. So we would love it if you would support the show. I will be on tour from September all around Ireland, and after that I'll be doing a UK tour. GearoidFarrelly.com is where you can find tickets. I'll also be at the Edinburgh Fringe in August, and I have a Substack called Gearoid Farrelly Substack. Substack.gearoidfarrelly.com or whatever. Anyway, you'll find it. Search for me. Joshua.
Oh, go Morgan, because I'm not on tour, so go watch Morgan.
Thank you, Josh. Yeah. Yes, everyone, I'm on tour later this year with a show called What a Bummer. It's really great. I'm really, really enjoying it. So you can get tickets at morganreescomedy.com. And also, if you are enjoying the podcast, do please give it a rating in whichever podcasting app that you use. And also follow and subscribe to us. If the apps know that you're actually following us rather than just listening every week, it promotes us a little bit more on those apps. So it would just really, really help. Sorry to be a bit beggy. But again, thank you so much for listening. And other than that, Josh, you've got follow you online. What's your new...
Yeah, I've got stuff going on. So yeah. I'll see you next week.
Wow.
Josh, an absolute master of his own PR there. That is, I mean, if you want an example of how it's done. Slick Jones over there.
Yeah.
Well, follow me online and watch me stuff. I've got a special on next up, and basically,
it's so ambitious.
But I'm being told to post more, so like me posts and shit or whatever. Thank you.
Wow. I think they'll be showing this at TikTok HQ, don't you?
Yes.
This is how it's done.
Viral.
Mr. Beast over in the corner. See you next week, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Chatting with Cherubs.